Hello students, I am Assistant Professor Miss S.V. Jagtap. Today I am going to teach you what is mean by recruitment or meaning of recruitment or definition or and the factors affecting recruitment. Which factor affect recruitment process? So first I will explain what is mean by recruitment. Meaning, in simple term, recruitment is understood as a process for searching and obtaining applicant for job from among the available recruits. It means here the recruitment is the process of searching and obtaining applicant for job from among the available recruits or job seeker. Second is definition. Recruitment involves attracting and obtaining as many applications as possible from eligible job seekers. Here, from the above definition or meaning, we can understood what is mean by recruitment. Here, recruitment is one of the ways of meeting the manpower needs of an organization. It refers to organizational activities that influence the number and types of applicants who apply for a job and whether the applicants accept the job offer. It is directly connected to manpower planning and selection. Means here recruitment is directly connected to manpower planning and selection. It is it's represent first contact between organization and prospective employees. Means recruitment is the first contact between organization and prospective employee. Recruitment create a positive impression on the job applicants or among the job applicants. Recruitment create first positive impression among job seekers or job applicants. It is directly connected to manpower planning and selection. Second, factors affecting recruitment. Here are two factors. First is internal factor and second is external factor. So first let's see internal factors. The internal factors also called as factor within the organization that affect recruiting personnel in the organization. It means internal factors are controllable factor or within the organization, factors within the organization which are controllable. The internal forces, that is the factor which can be controlled by the organization. Here are internal factor, 5 internal factor. First is recruitment policy, second is human resource planning, third is size of the organization, fourth is cost involved in recruitment, and last is growth and expansion. So let's see one by one. Let's see one by one. First is recruitment policy. The recruitment policy of the organization, that is recruiting from internal sources and external, also affect the recruitment process. The recruitment policy of an organization specifies the objectives of or recruitment and provides a framework for implementation of recruitment program. It may involve organizational system to be developed for implementing recruitment programs and procedure by filling up vacancies with the best qualified people. These factors are the internal factors. Means recruitment policy affect the recruitment process. And factors affecting recruitment policy. Which factor affects recruitment policy? So here need of the organization, organizational objectives or preferred sources of recruitment. Which sources we are going to prefer for recruitment process or sources of recruitment. Government policies on reservation. There are uh, various policies of government on the reservation, personal policies of the organization and its competitors policy, recruitment cost and financial implication. These factors are affect on recruitment policies. Second is human resource planning. Human resource planning. So here effective human resource planning helps in determining the gaps present in the existing manpower of the organization. It also helps in determining the number of employees to be required and what qualification they must possess. Means human resource planning also affect on the organizational recruitment process. Third is size of the organization. The size of the organization affect the recruitment process. If the organization is planning to increase its operation and expand its business, it will think of hiring more personnel which will handle its operation. And last, fourth is cost involved in recruitment. Recruitment incur cost to the employer. Therefore, the organization try to employ that source of recruitment which will be bear a lower cost of recruitment to the organization for each candidate. And last is here growth and expansion. Organization will employ or think of employing more personnel if it is expanding its operation. These are the internal factors, means recruitment policies, uh, human resource planning, size of the organization, cost involved in recruitment, and growth and expansion. These are the internal factor, or these factor are controllable factor within the organizational factor, and these factor affect the organizational recruitment policy or recruitment process. Second is external factor. Here external factor means which are not controllable, or these factor are external factors. Is first is here supply and demand, second is labor market, third is goodwill public image of the organization, fourth is political social legal environment, fifth is unemployment rate, and last is competitors. So here these external factors also affect the organizational recruitment process, and here first is supply and demand. So let's see one by one. First is supply and demand. The availability of manpower both within and outside the organization is an important determinant in recruitment process. If the company has a demand for more professional and there is limited supply in the market for the professional demanded by the company, then the company will have to depend upon the internal sources by providing them special training and development programs. Second is labor market. Employment condition in the community where the organization is located will influence the recruiting efforts of the organization. If there is surplus of manpower at the time of recruitment, even informal attempts at the time of recruiting, like notice board display of the requisition or announcement in the meeting etc., will attract more than enough applicants. Means here labor market also affect on the recruitment process. Third is goodwill and image of the organization. Image of the organization is another factor, or goodwill of the organization is another factor having its influence on the recruitment process of the organization. An organization with positive image and goodwill as an employer finds it easier to attract and retain employees than an organization with negative image. Image of the company is based on what organization does and affected by industry. managerial action like good public relation, rendering public services like building roads, public park, hospitals and school help to earn image or goodwill for organization, and these goodwill or this image of the organization affects on the recruitment policy affects on the recruitment policy. Fourth is political, social, legal environment. Various government regulation prohibiting discrimination in hiring and employment have direct impact on recruitment practices. For example, Government of India has introduced legislation for reservation in employment for scheduled caste, scheduled tribes, physically handicapped, etc. Also, trade unions play important role in recruitment. This restrict management freedom to select those individuals who it believes would be the best performer. Fifth is unemployment rate. Unemployment rate. One of the factors that influence the availability of the applicant is the growth of the economy. One of the important factors that influence on the availability of applicants is the growth of the economy, whether economy is growing or not, and its rate. When the company is not creating new jobs, there is often oversupply of qualified labors, which in turn lead to unemployment, and these unemployment rate also affect on the recruitment process. And last, sixth is competitors. Here competitors, it is an important factor which affect on the recruitment function or recruitment policy. The recruitment policies of the competitors also affect the recruitment function of the organization. To face the competition, many a times the organization have to change their recruitment policies according to the policies being followed by the competitors, and these factors or these competitors policies also affect on the recruitment process of the organization. These are the external factor which are external, are not controllable factor, and these factor affect on the organizational recruitment process. So these are the internal factors and external factors which affect on the recruitment process. So here our concept of factors affecting on recruitment process is complete. Or for your cooperation, I will thank you. So thank you, students.